Hello everybody, Michael here for Tactica Imperialis and welcome to another video. This is a contest entry for 40k Scribe. His channel will be in the description, make to go and subscribe because he does some really good content and you'll be missing out if you don't. So, what is the contest? Well, the challenge is quite simple. Explain for a couple of minutes why you play the army you play and why you love that army. The prize, a possible 40k Scribe colour scheme painted Space Marine, which apparently looks a bit like Angry Marines, including a possible Captain Shrike, and I'm really interested in this, and my army. So, my army is the Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum, and by extension now Militarum Tempestas. I've tried them out for the first time. And I love the Imperial Guard quite simply because I can connect with them. The fluff for the Imperial Guard is really engaging, whether it's through reading the stories told in the Codex, or by reading some of the literature provided by Black Library. It's absolutely amazing. Some of the best books I've read, at least from Black Library, are Imperial Guard. Commissar, Baneblade, the Macarius series, just to name a few. Yes, the other books I've read are really good. Ahriman with Exile was really good, and some of the Marine books were really good, but I really connect more with the Imperial Guard characters because they're like us, to a point. They are normal people. They have no superhuman augmentation. They have no amazing weaponry and armour. They have no body modification. They have no psychic potential generally. An Imperial Guardsman is an Imperial Guardsman. He is just a man or a woman. And this is the mainstay of humanity's armies, is still just regular men and women serving and doing their duty and kicking ass. And I really, really respect them for that, and I really appreciate that. And that makes the fluff so much better. If you can connect to a character, I always used to say this, if you can connect to a character in a story, you enjoy that story all the more. If you get behind a character, you really enjoy their story, and I can do that much easier with the Imperial Guard because I can connect with them on a more human level, because they're human. Plus, in a universe of Xenos, Psychers, Heretics, superhuman modifications like Adeptus Astartes, still, these Imperial Guardsmen and women are still able to cut it at the top and kick butt no matter who the opposition is. It could be a Tyranid invasion, it could be an Orc War, it could be a Necron Tomb World, it could be a Heretic Marine invasion, and the Imperial Guard will always stand firm and always do the job. Most of the time. And I really get behind that. Plus, the Imperial Guard models are really, really good. I know some of them are a little bit old, but they're really good. Like, even the standard infantry squad kit, whilst it lacks in special weapons, gives you enough customizability to make every guardsman look different, make every sergeant a complete unique individual. And once you add in the command squad, you have so much scope. I have made so many guardsmen experiments using the command squad box, an infantry squad box, and some leftover high elves from my fantasy. And it's so easy to do. Customizability is king with Guard. Plus the tanks. I mean, the Chimera is ubiquitous. You can use a Chimera for just about anything. You stick a quad gun on it, you have a Hydra. You stick some rockets on it, you have a Manticore or a Death Strike. You stick a long turret on it, you have a Basilisk. It's just so versatile. Same with the Lehman Russ. All you need to do is change the top turret, and you've got a whole different tank for a whole different job. And that brings me on to my next thing. Versatility on the table. There is almost no list that an Imperial Guard army cannot run. You can have a full infantry horde list. You can have multiple small unit lists. You can have mechanized lists, air lists, and transport lists, which I suppose are mech lists, but slightly different. You can have your army led by tanks. No other army can actually have their army led by a tank. And every unit has its different role and can then fill another one. Lehman Russ is a classic example, but the infantry squad can go from infantry killing to tank killing to elite infantry killing if you give it the right weapons. Militarum Tempestas Skians look like marine killers, will kill monstrous creatures if they get the right roles. They will kill tanks if you give them the right war gear. And everybody can do a job and do it well, and then do another job if they absolutely need to. And then there's the personalities in the Codex. Before you even get into all the stories of the unnamed heroes who run into the billions and billions and billions, you have the big ones. Commissar Yarrick is one of the most universally loved characters. in the 40k universe because he is so amazing and he is Imperial Guard. Osaka Creed, tactical genius, unrivaled by just about anybody who isn't a Space Marine. Imperial Guard. Iron Hand Strachan, single-handedly the most powerful human to ever live without genetic modification. It's purely cybernetic. Imperial Guard. Harker, he has no modification at all, and he can carry a heavy bolter by himself. And then there's Guardsman Marbo. This guy is the ultimate badass. This guy, the amount of people who got upset when Marbo disappeared from the Imperial Guard Codex, even if they didn't play Imperial Guard, was a massive amount. There were so many people who were sad to lose Marbo because everybody loved him. It's like taking Yarrick out or taking Creed out. Everybody loves these characters, whether because of their fluff, their gameplay, or just having some amazing thing happen with them even when they're the opponent. People love the Imperial Guard. And people get behind the Imperial Guard in a way that I don't think they can with any other force, because we can connect with them, because they are much more like us than any other race. Even Eldar Tau, who are shown to have a semblance of humanity in a way, of common sense and greater good and working for whatever goal, we still connect with the Imperial Guard and genuine human emotion. And that, to me, is what makes the Imperial Guard so amazing, and that's why I love them. And I play them partly because of their fluff, partly because of the lore, and partly because their rules, whilst not the top of the tier, are awesome and really, really quite amazing. Like, who else gets a Death Strike missile? Come on. And then there's a Baneblade, which is a perk. So, thank you for watching this video. I'll let you know how the contest result goes. If I get anything, I will be sure to showcase it, because I am sure it's going to look absolutely amazing. So, make sure to go subscribe to 40k Scribe. If you don't, you're missing out massively. So, thank you for watching. My name is Michael for Tactica Imperialis, and I will see you again.